Ooh, not much in there. Alright guys, welcome to part 2 on the 2001 Honda 400EX. As you guys know, last video we picked this thing up. What did we pay for this thing? $650 Got it home. All the wiring was messed up, so we had to redo that. And then we finally got it to turn over, so it was working perfect. Then we checked for spark, and that's where the issue occurred. And then we found out that the stator, I believe it's this one, yeah, this one. You can see the stator was all chopped up right there. And that is because of a little, what are these things called? That thing got stuck and got chopped up in there. So that was just rotating around and it just messed up the whole thing. So we got a new one in the mail, OEM. It's a used one, but it should work. The guy said it was taken off of a working 400EX, so that should be able to bolt right on and be good to go. And then hopefully we get spark, and then we're gonna try to start this thing up. So let's get right into it. We've got a lot of work to do. Hopefully we can attempt the first start today. Stay tuned. We also have to button up all these plastics, take care of the seat. There's a couple bolts missing in places. So before we can ride it, we really have to bolt everything up and make sure everything's tight. And then rewire all this stuff. You can see like the ignition's just sitting right here out in the middle of nowhere. Gotta reroute that to up here. And then these handlebars are so bad. Probably gonna put some new handlebars on it. Let me just see what handlebars we have. We've got the green ones. That's my tool. Here are some other ones. Those aren't that great either, but they're black. Yeah, nothing, no high risers or anything, so we'll see. But we're gonna jump right into the video, get the stator on, and then go from there. Stay tuned, should be pretty fun. Alright, got everything off of it. Let's start working on it. Alright, let's take out the old stator. You can just see it's all torn apart. A bunch of 8mm holding this thing on. So let's take this off. Alright, we got the new one right here. Put this one off to the side. Hopefully this one will work. Make sure that wire is tucked underneath here so that doesn't move at all. Alright, and this clip holds that wire on right there. Alright, I think we're all good to go. And this gear is going to sit right in here like this. Or is it like this? Can't remember. Alright, I think Stator's ready to go back on the quad. Looking pretty good. You can see the wire is tucked underneath that little clip right there. That's held on by these two 8mm. And then this one's tucked underneath there. You don't want those getting shredded while that thing's moving. Or while the flywheel is moving around it, I guess I should say. But yeah, everything's buttoned up. Everything's good to go. Everything moves. No metal chunks in there. Looking pretty good. The old one, let's just take a look at this. I mean, that is pretty rough. Look at that big chunk out the side right there. We'll focus on that. Yeah. Not too good. This can probably go right in the junk. Alright, let's put it on. I've got to quick take off the starter to get this guy on. Just a couple 10mm underneath there. So we'll take off the starter here quick, right here, and then we can get this cover on. Alright, let's see if we can get it on. Couple taps with the rubber mallet should do her. That's never been taken off before. Alright, seems to be good. Let's see if she turns over here now. Should be pretty interesting. Alright guys, everything's wired up here. You can see all the wires. Not the greatest job. I have to get some new connectors, but for right now, it's just for testing purposes only. But we got it hooked up to the switch. All the wires are connected correctly. We taped off everything that had bare metal, so we shouldn't be getting any grounding issues. All right, let's see if it starts up. Hopefully it didn't leave the battery on overnight. Let's see if it cranks over first, and then we'll work on getting it started. Hopefully it cranks over here. All right, she cranks over. Let's see if we're getting spark now. That's the big question. Sorry for the wind. 18 millimeter we need. All right, guys, here we go. Moment of truth here. Please let that spark go. Oh yeah, we're getting spark. Just can't see if it will. That guy's broken off right there. Might as well just take that bolt out. I don't know why that was broken off. But we're getting good spark. So that's awesome. One step down. We're going to see where that oil's coming from. And then we're going to try to adjust the valves. This little cover guy right here does not want to come out of there. That thing is stuck on there. And to adjust the valves, you need to take that cover off. So we're going to work at that, try to get that off, and then put everything back on it, the gas tank at least, and try to start this thing up. I'm hoping it's going to start. I think if the carburetor is okay and it's not dirty, and then the valves are good, I think it'll start up. All right, to get this off, I'm going to use the old breaker bar. All right, now we can adjust the valves. Let's quick get the covers off up there. This one's pretty rounded off. We'll try to tap on that with a screwdriver, see if we can get it to move. All the other ones came loose. All right, guys, that cover won't come off. I tried multiple different inch sockets, none of them work. I tried this wrench right here, that didn't work. I tried hammering it with a screwdriver, that didn't work, so that thing's on there. I don't really feel like wrecking it. So we're gonna check these 3 valves right now, just to make sure they're in spec. And then we'll go from there. If they're really bad and out of spec, then we'll try to get this cover off. If they're all pretty decent, we'll leave the cover on, because I'm guessing that would be in spec then, if all the rest of them are. We got the T right here lined up, the top dead center. Then these valves are gonna be able to move kinda. See them kinda wiggly in there. But now we're just going to take the gauge and go through them. Find 0.004 and 0.005 on here. Kind of hard to read. Really dirty. They're the two most used ones, right here and right here. So we'll do the intake first, 0.004. That one's perfect. All right, all the valves are perfect, so that's good. We'll put the valve covers back on, get the gas tank on there with some fresh gas, and do the first attempt on starting this thing. I'm surprised all the valves are in spec, but they're like perfect. Like I even had to push this thing in. They're like so perfect. So that's good. We also have to check for oil, make sure oil's in it. All right, let's drain the gas out of here. As we're letting that drain, let's quick check the oil here. See how much we need to add. Ooh, not much in there. Not much in there at all. Yeah, that's barely anything. A lot of people said you're not supposed to screw it in, so. I mean, there's nothing. So we'll add some oil to it while we're waiting. All right, upper level, good to go. All right, gas is drained. Let's put the gas tank on, add some new gas to it. All right, we've got oil in it, gas in it, good spark, valves are checked. First start attempt, here we go. Well, definitely runs. Idle was stuck on a little high there, but other than that, sounded pretty good. Throttle even worked. I'm really surprised that started up, but let's try to fix the throttle here quick. I don't know if it's something down here or something right here. Let's see how you change this throttle. It looks like, yeah, it's right here. That's to bolt it down. Oh yeah, the throttle is really high up. It's stuck up right there. So I think we gotta adjust it right here. If you look right here, you can see that's supposed to be hitting against that pin. And that's the throttle control right here, so that wouldn't do anything if you adjusted it from right over here. So we have to go up to here. and see if we can get some more slack in this. Alright, that's all the slack it allows. Otherwise we have to take off the throttle cable and reroute it. But let's just try to start it up one more time. See what happens here. It's idling. Smoking pretty good out the back. Let's see it. There we go. It's still smoking a little bit. Might just be burning off old oil. See, stop smoking here. So far so good. Idling decent. Sounds like it's about to quit right there. Was on, that's why. Yeah, throttle's still really high. Still smoking too. Yeah, throttle's still really high. We're gonna have to take out the throttle cable right here. You can see that it's not all the way down into there, into the carburetor. So you have to take out the whole cable, twist it in, and then try it one more time. But you can see that screw's almost all the way down right there. It's almost touching. So we're close, but not quite there. And I had the choke on, that's why it was smoking so much. But it should go away now, I would think. But yeah, I'm happy it runs. That's a great first step. We're going to be doing full oil change, new filter, rerouting some of this wiring that looks really bad, probably getting some new connectors for everything, cleaning it up, putting the plastics back on, getting a new seat cover, new bars, and this thing's going to be looking pretty sweet. We'll take it for a ride here quick once we get everything bolted back up good enough, and then we'll tear it back down and then start cleaning it up. But first ride coming up, stay tuned. Got the idle here fixed, I believe. You can now hear it hit. This is twisted all the way in, you can see right there. Just have to tighten that guy up, and then that's now hitting the screw down here. So now we can use the idle adjuster. You guys can see it, it's down here. It's hard to see. I'll go from the other side. Now we can use this guy right there. That's the idle adjuster, and that's the way it's supposed to be routed. And we should be good to go. All right, gas line hooked up. Let's see if she idles. Let's see if she idles now. Well, it's idling pretty good. It's a little smoky though. So still smoky, choke is off. But definitely idles a lot lower, so that's good. Alright, I think next step is taking it for a little rip. Alright, both bolts are in there. It's kind of janky on there. I'm gonna have to tighten it up a little bit more, but we'll test and see if the brake works now. Alright, brake is all good to go. Let's put the spring on there and then we'll test her out. Let's see. Will it brake here? Oh yeah, brake works. So at least we have one brake in the back. We'll attach that spring and then we'll probably put the plastics on and take it for a little rip. All right guys, wind finally started dying down a little bit more, so we'll go outside now. But this thing still needs a ton of work. We're just gonna take it for a quick ride though. We're gonna put the plastics back on quickly here, bolt everything down, and then just see if this thing moves. We got the brake working. It's a little bit janky, but you know, it still works. Needs a better spring there. There's oil in it. We checked the oil. The valves are perfectly in spec. Carburetor's working, throttle's working. We don't have any grips, but we've got some in the car. But we're gonna put new handlebars on it. We've got the front brake cover coming, so we'll put that on soon. One thing I do want to do is turn the tires around. These are backwards, because he said the stance was too wide with it. So we're gonna have to quick flip those around as well. And yeah, we'll quick put the plastics on and see how she runs. Will she go through all the gears? That's the question. Alright, air filter on, just the rest of the plastics, and then the wheels, and we're good. Alright, all put together. That's what she looks like with the plastics on it. Not the greatest thing in the world, but not horrible. Really not that bad. The bars are so low though. Look how low, they're almost hitting the gas tank. It's crazy. Yeah, the plastics definitely need work. I don't know, but that's what it looks like. Let's see if she moves here. Alright, that one's on, next one, and then take her for a ride. Alright guys, here we go, first ride on this thing. Let's see if she moves. I have not attempted to ride this thing yet, so we will see. Quick start her up with the choke on, let her idle for a little bit. Alright, she's running. Oh, that was kind of weird. Oh, I don't know what just happened. Alright, she moves. Definitely a little rough though. When I lift up the front end, I can tell it's pretty shaky. Quick show you guys. So it's pretty rattly in the front. Kind of dies when you shut it off. So I'm guessing it needs a carb clean. And then it's pretty smooth though. Riding it's pretty smooth. Not bad. I wasn't expecting it to run, so we came a long way. Next video we'll be taking it for a little rip. And we'll see how it handles. Do an oil change, probably the seat cover, the brake, make everything work, paint up the frame, and if it's still smoking, we'll do the valve seals. But yeah, I can't believe it runs. That's pretty good. And guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next video. I think we're going to be doing the one on the 2000 Honda 400, where we're rebuilding it, got all the new parts in, so we'll start up that process. Stay tuned for that. If you guys want motorcycle, ATV, or scooter parts, check out lap2.com. Lots of good parts up there. And I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Until next time, we are out.